Something funny about fashion is everybody wants to stand out, but no one wants to look like they tried hard to stand out. So basically there's this contrary idea where we all want to look effortless, but we want to look unique and full of personality at the same time. Can these two ideas coexist? Yes, but it is a little bit of a science, so let's dig into it. The thing that all of these outfits have in common is that the girls look like they tried, but not in an embarrassing way. The outfits feel intentional, they look cool, you can definitely tell that they were picky about their choices, but it's not too much. Disclaimer, it is not bad to look like you tried. I think we're living in an age where everybody feels like they can't show effort. Like in dating, you can't show that you're too interested in a person, even if you're super interested. And I find that so wrong. You can reply to someone's text immediately. You do not have to look mysterious. You do not have to look nonchalant in order to be cool. I think it is so attractive to show that we tried, because most things in life only come if we actually try hard to get them. But this is just fashion, okay? Let's not make it deeper than that. Moving on, let's do some math. Looking like you tried equals showing that your decisions when getting dressed were intentional. That you just didn't randomly put stuff together. In order for people to notice that your choices were intentional, those choices need to be noticeable. Now, there's a subtle way to do that, and there's a way that's more in your face. Intentionality is not an aesthetic, it's not a style, it's a process, so you can look intentional in various degrees of the spectrum. In my opinion, and in my brain, there's two ways you can achieve this intentionality, and that is by either creating an outfit that has no contrast in it, or that has a gigantic enormous contrast element to it. Which, if I were explaining it to a 5-year-old, it would mean that you're either making an outfit where everything looks, all the items look so similar that it's impossible it was a coincidence. These can be combinations that are monochromatic, where the silhouette of the top and the bottom is exactly the same, so like a straight on straight or a balloon on balloon. Same fabric, same cuts. Or you make an outfit where the combination is so unexpected that it's also impossible it was a coincidence, opposing to what most people's natural choice would be. So what I'm gonna do is a bit different from what I usually do. I wanna dive into my closet and just build outfits in real time using these two formulas. This is not sponsored by Index, but I will be using Index to do this. Let's get my phone. So let's build an outfit without contrast, or a same outfit as I call them. So I was thinking maybe I can pick a texture. I don't have a lot of them on my closet, so let's go with lace. 2 bottom options. I'm picking this bag because I don't have like a white or lacy bag, and I also think it would be too much. So crochet will do. And then for shoes, I have the perfect ones because these are lace. To add a little pop of masculinity, I'm gonna pick some baseball hats. Now, these shoes are from Vivaya, so thank you Vivaya for sponsoring this video. I never sacrifice comfort, but this level of comfort I can't find in any other shoe. I actually went to Japan for 15 days. I took my Vivayas and another pair of shoes that was from a sneaker brand, and let me tell you, the days that I wore the other shoes, my feet would hurt so much. I started getting blisters, and the days that I wore my Vivayas, I felt like I had no pain. And we were walking like 30,000 steps a day. It was crazy. Vivaya primarily uses recycled plastic water bottles to make their shoe uppers. But this time, instead of going for their colorful ones that I already have, I went for a white, more dainty look. I'm actually gonna give these to my mom because she saw them and she loved them. And I know it will be the perfect shoe for her to wear to the office, but also to day-to-day activities. I don't know if you can see, but the cushion is so soft. It feels like walking on clouds. They are machine washable, which is amazing. They're lightweight, perfect for the heat. I think the clunky, chunky, big shoes for summer are not gonna be it for me this season. I really want my summer shoes to be breathable so that they don't sweat as much. And then I also got another pair. I've had these for a week and my sister already borrowed them from me when she came here. The mesh here is like super open, so it's actually breathable and not just like a style feature. So flexible, you can literally fold them in half and throw them in your purse. The toe part is actually pretty open and wide, so they won't squeeze your toes. These can also be folded in half. You can use my code MAIA12 for 12% off. Not to get like super salesy and annoying, but I have seen a lot of their models get out of stock and sell out very quickly. So if you like them, make sure to use the link below. They offer very easy returns and exchanges if you're worried about sizing, but my size has always been perfect. And yeah, back to the video. Let's go into top. So let's try and create an outfit that has No contrast at all. I'm gonna start by picking very bland pieces. So this basic gray long sleeve and then a version of it as like a crop top. And then my basic joggers. I actually have a gray coat, so I'm gonna select that as well. Maybe this gray bag. I'm just basically going for a monochromatic look. I don't have any pair of gray shoes, so I'm gonna go for either baby blue or black. And then I actually have gray socks, but I don't have them here on the app. Let's do a hat, gray hat, and some rings. Okay, so the thing I like about using this formula is that sometimes in order to choose a bunch of items of the same color or the same cut, because we don't have unlimited closets, we're gonna run into choices that maybe you wouldn't do on a normal day if you didn't have this like filter in your brain. For example, I think I wouldn't have instinctively made an outfit with these joggers that has flats in it, because joggers are more of a sporty, I don't care type of item. But I really like using sporty pants or casual pants with funkier shoes, because inside of this low contrast look, it adds contrast because it is not the expected pairing. Like, you wouldn't naturally pair flats with joggers. I think I'm maybe contradicting myself in the basic principles, but I think you know what I mean. And voila, here is a cute outfit. You know, denim on denim is a classic that I love, and for this one I just added a pink t-shirt underneath to add a little bit of a pop. And then, do I like the orange ones better or the pink ones? I also have two denim hats, which is a happy coincidence, so I just added them on there. In terms of silhouettes, a balloon on balloon is also an option. Obviously, it will be a little bit more out there, but I really like it. So similar shapes, have a shirt that is like completely straight with a pair of straight pants, baggy on baggy, etc. I added two lace accessories that also match each other and feel very intentional. Now let's do a pattern on pattern, because pattern on pattern to me is also like same. These might feel a bit crazy, but honestly, crazy usually seems crazy in real life, but then when you look at a picture, those are the girls that you're calling stylish a lot of times. I mean, this is not for everyone, but for me, for example. So yeah, I think if I was actually gonna wear this myself, the combination I would have the guts to wear would either be the shirt with the shorts or these pants. Probably the pants, because even though it's stripe on stripe, it's a little less screaming. And then I added a neutral bag to kind of cut down. I wanted to pick two items that are very like corporate-y, but honestly I never worked in corporate for long, so I think I've lost sight of what is corporate and what is not. So maybe you're not gonna find these items corporate, but at least the pants are. They happen to all be gray, but that's just a coincidence. It doesn't have to be gray. But yeah, I'm trying to pick like a bunch of corporate pieces that go very neatly together. And then just for the fun of it, I added some hats. Because, you know, even if you're doing same, you can still spice it up. By the way, I am a stylist on Index, which means you can hire me to build you outfits if you're interested. Link is below. Moving on to the outfits that have contrast, that have unexpected choices. Color blocking is the easiest, simplest way to do this. And I realized I love color block outfit, which is basically just wearing like one item of each color, but I didn't have that many items that are like blank one color, so I just bought two t-shirts, one pink, one red, and the difference I made in my closet, they each costed like maybe $3 or $5 on Vinted. It made such a huge difference because all of a sudden now I can have so many different color blocking outfits and variations. So sometimes like that's all you need to add to your closet. It's like one thing that will allow you to replicate a formula over and over and over again. So if I were to wear this, I would probably do the orange capris and cut on the socks. Then you probably heard me talk about this formula so many times, but the masculine or feminine is also like a great unexpected pairing. So I chose a few tops that I find to be less feminine, and then I picked a bunch of bottoms that to me are very feminine, like these laced pants, the skirt. If I were to wear this in real life, I think I would pick one of these two options. So cool. I would definitely wear this out. I mean, I would wear all of these out, but I love this combination. Let's add some shoes. Even like looking at past outfits of mine, which I'm like, am I well dressed enough to be an example? You can tell like some of my oldest outfits that I like the most, they were doing exactly this, like a tie with a furry hat, denim on denim. I actually wore this to Fashion Week. I also wore this to Fashion Week. I love this outfit. And again, it's like all the same color, but then you zoom in and there's like all these layers. Honestly, in real life, as you can tell, like it wasn't like perfectly put together, but that is also part of it. I feel like we spend way too much time looking in the mirror. The other day I was with a friend and she was like putting her bikini on and she was like, oh, this strap is like higher than this one, and then this part is like larger. You know how we can solve all these problems? And I know that it's not that simple, but like you glance at the mirror and you're like, whoop, and then you're like, you don't see any of the random defects and then just move on with your life. We spend way too much time looking in the mirror. Another denim on denim, the sporty shirt with a flowy girly skirt, feminine top, sports bottom, cute feminine jacket and shoes with masculine colored pants and top, Adidas pants with leopard jacket. More conscious than this is impossible. So 3 things. Check out Vivaya if you're interested. I love Vivaya. If you like the way that I edit, I have a video editing course that you can check out in the link in the description below. If you want to hire me as a stylist, you can also do that. Enough for the plugs. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I love doing these videos, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.